Hi everyone, welcome back to Advertising Copywriting. This week we're going to be talking about video ads. So these are our traditional advertisements that we think about when we think about TV commercials, as well of course we see video ads on things like YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, and those different types of platforms. You also see a lot of video ads now when it comes to stories on Instagram. So we're going to be thinking about them in the more traditional sense still with TV commercials, but we will be discussing those this week. And while I could talk about video ads for hours and show you hundreds of them, or at least I could spend 50 minutes like I typically do talking about video ads, I will spare you that. And I created 3 videos for you to watch this week. All 3 of them are very short. The first one is on storyboarding and how to storyboard a video commercial. And you'll want to watch that in order to prepare for that part of the final project. And it will show you just kind of the different steps that are used, the different frames that will be key for building out that storyboard, as well as the little template that I've created for you to actually build your storyboards and submit. The second video takes you through a 2019 commercial that played for the Super Bowl for the first time, and it is for bubbly sparkling water featuring Michael Bublé. And basically, I take what you learned in the first video where we talk about the 3 main frames, so scene setting, mid-range, and detail. And I go through how those different frames are used in that commercial and how they're used interchangeably to create pacing, to create visual interest, and that type of information to help you as you start thinking about the commercial you're going to storyboard. And then the third video is on scripting and how you build a script that kind of lines up with the storyboard that you built, and important things like how it looks, how you should set it up, things like using the words fade in and cut out, including music and sound. So those videos are all very short. The first 2 are about 6 minutes and the third one is 5 minutes. I try to keep them quick and snappy for you. I hope that you will enjoy them and find them interesting. I really love doing audio ads when it comes to the actual editing, but I love doing video ads when it comes to the process of thinking and being creative of how I want to get the message across. So make sure you check those out. The other lecture I have this week for you is about out-of-home advertisements. So I'm talking about things like billboard ads for the most part, but out-of-home ads also includes things like those ads in grocery carts and on park benches and on the sides of buses, anything that's kind of a non-traditional ad that doesn't come on your computer or on your TV or on your phone is what we consider out-of-home commercials or advertisements. So that is one video. It's a little bit longer, and you'll use that to help you prepare for doing the out-of-home ad if you choose to do that instead of the video ad. And you'll have to do just kind of like with the magazine where you'll give me 3 sketches and then you'll do one final ad. And last semester, those were really fun and really good. So I'm hoping that some of you will choose to do that. So that video is just a little bit longer, so make sure you stick with that one. So that's 4 videos of the week. I tried to keep them as short as possible and help them really direct you for what you need to do for the final project since we are not in person currently. I miss seeing you all, and I hope that this makes it feel slightly more normal. I am sorry for all the noises. It's loud inside my house. It's loud out here. So there were some limited options. But I hope you all are safe. I hope you all are healthy. I was really, really, really pleased with how good your radio ads were. I know that a lot of you were working with some technical issues. You didn't have computers that could support the system as easily. You've been busy with your other classes because suddenly the time you're typically in class now has to be accommodated with out of class assignments. So I really appreciate how hard so many of you worked on those and how good they are. I want to encourage you to put those in your portfolio. If you haven't started working on your portfolio, now would be a great time, or over the summer would be a great time to do that. Every job I've ever applied for, even for my very first job, I had a digital portfolio in addition to a print portfolio. And a lot of what you're going to do at Troy is going to give you a range of portfolio pieces. So you might have designs, you might have written pieces, you might have audio pieces, you might have video pieces, and creating this digitally will really help you And the more work you do up front, the easier it is to just keep updating with new stuff as you make it. So I hope that you are proud of the pieces that you created, especially with that radio commercial, because a lot of them were so fun. I hope you'll go back and listen to each other's. I know a lot of you made changes from the first draft to the second draft. There was a lot of really good content even in those first drafts. Um, so that is all for me. I really miss seeing every single one of you, and I hope that you will have a great summer. Make sure you check Canvas for these final elements of the semester. Oh, something I didn't mention, you'll be creating your out-of-home ad or your video script for your mini project client. So we are not going to do a 360 client because there's simply not time. Had to extend the deadline on the mini project with not coming back to the classroom like we traditionally would. Some of you didn't have access to the computer system like you traditionally would. So that deadline was extended. That pushed back our radio ads, and I gave a little extra time because I know doing the learning with the tutorial online is a little bit trickier than doing it in person and having time to go to the lab um, at the university. So that pushed us back a little bit. So instead of doing a 360 ad, your final project will just be doing this last piece for your mini project client. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a sense of things that you will be doing in the future if you choose to go into advertising. And even if you don't choose to go into advertising, I worked for a print magazine, as you all know, and we did a lot of storyboarding when it came to photo shoots, because with photo shoots, we had a limited amount of time to get them done. So we need to know exactly what shots we were going to be taking that day, what outfits were going to be in each of those shots, which models, how their hair had to be done. And so I use those skills even on my print side. And then in addition to when I moved over and we were working with the TV station, we worked with Fox 35 in a partnership with them. And we would storyboard our little segments. So we made sure that in the 15 to 30 seconds that we had, that we were going to be able to include all the content that we really wanted and know exactly like what props we needed the person to bring for the show, what we wanted them to do while they were on the set, especially if there was going to be some kind of interaction, which there typically was with our anchor or reporter. So I hope that all these help you, and I hope you have a great end of the semester. Until next time.